stream here, and it's an incredible table. It's awesome. Sorry, I literally just woke up. I mean, whatever. I woke up a while ago. I'm okay. I walked my dog. I was not ready to stream instantly. This queue took a very short time, and BJ made a change recently to kind of change the queuing algorithm so that it takes a little longer, but hopefully puts you at stronger tables. And let me tell you, the queuing algorithm produced a very strong table this time, but it was a little bit luck. We this was like a very short queue. We all waited just a couple minutes, but we were all in here. Anyhow, Andas, Danny B, and JDR are all really good players. Really good. So my goal to win Arena will work well if I win, but winning here is completely far from trivial. With Nomads and Darklings already in, this is looking like a kind of classic black, yellow, gray, blue, if I want to go that way. Given the pass tiles, the scoring options, and the track here, I kind of want to be lame and just throw in Swarmlings. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be lame and throw in Swarmlings. But yeah. But yeah, these players are, like, I don't even really need to look them up. JDI I don't play as much just because the time factor. He's located in Taiwan, so yeah, he plays a lot, but I don't know if I've played with him a lot, actually. But yeah, I mean, he's been up into the 600s before. I mean, he's just very good. Let's see if we have played with him much. I have had to have played him a couple times, you'd think. Okay. Yeah. Couple of times. Close seconds. Nice win. Both lost to Ryan the Man. JDI had a good game. This is a really bad game for me, wherever that was, but it happens. So anyhow, largely a toss-up. Oh, and we get Swarmlings. Okay, well, this is different, at least. I should really be paying attention more. Witches take Spade. Swarmlings take Big Building. Maybe Swarmlings take Worker Power just to guarantee Double Dig, though. Double Dig for Swarmlings here to open is kind of reasonable, but probably Worker Power here. The Darklings are going to get, like, Priest. Starting hexes are not actually that clear, except maybe up here. You might have the Leech Party over here. These guys think Nomads are the best. I'm going to join them just for a sec. Round 4 Trading Post seems great for Nomads. Late Dwelling seems fine. Pastel is not incredible for Nomads. They don't always want to build big buildings. Yeah, Ondas goes Darklings, so that's probably correct in hindsight. I think I need to join him. And then Swarmlings, I think, still have to be reasonably good here. The real dream for Swarmlings, I think, is to get... Well, even Single Dig might be okay, but I think Swarmlings, your goal is to hit this town event. The difficulty is you kind of want to upgrade over here, and then towning over here requires 4 spades. Towning over here only requires 3. So there is that. But yeah. These guys are also playing pretty fast. JDI is very strong bulleter. Yeah. All of these guys, like Danny B too, but Jimmy, you're going to catch the first 30 minutes or so, hoping for a quick auction. We'll see. I mean, I don't think this auction's going to take too long. Witches... Oh, wait. Temp Ship is in the game. Oh, interesting. Witches could do a full Dwelling Rush here. Yeah, you could start here, and then I think you'd have to start here as Witches. You're hoping that Swarmlings aren't starting here this game, but why are Swarmlings starting here this game, right? There's no faction on these colored. Well, Nomads maybe starts here, but, like, this is not the hex you want to be at Swarmlings this game, and against Experts, I would not expect it to happen. So then Witches get to do a full Dwelling Rush, assuming they get Single Dig. if Nomads actually gets worker power, do they single dig and then witches might not get neighbors upgrading next to them because the leech party could happen here. Then again, does Nomads possibly first act, like, is anybody actually first action in single dig in front of witches? And as long as witches are starting here and here, witches at the very worst can just open temple plus dwellings. It doesn't have to be a full dwelling rush. But that means that I think witches might be taking temp ship because dwelling rush is very good for them here. Especially if they get full dwelling rush. I love full dwelling rush into a trading post or two into temples. Into trading posts. Like, that's a very nice sequence, I think, for witches this game off of a dwelling rush type game plan. So then I think Swarmleads might get, God, Nomads might get the spade? This is crazy, right? Like, if temp ship does get taken, everybody else's game gets better, though. Like, because it goes big building or spade still, worker power, like spade if it's there. And then Darkleads are probably actually going to get worker power instead of priest, which I think is just a little better. Worker power allows Darkleads to very easily just open temple with one dwelling and then have a lot of freedom on how to use their power actions. Although if they are going to start here, there's a lot of power in the game for them. Darkleads might even debate just bridging to make sure to beat Nomads here. But I don't know if that's great. I think I might join Ondas on Swarmleads right after this. I mean, I think Swarmleads have to be reasonably good. Nobody in this game really wants this trading post tile until a little later. The big building tile this game, you know, maybe some of these factions, all these factions, like a Sanctuary and kind of like their strongholds, but most of these factions are not going to be building both big buildings particularly early. Maybe by the late game they will, but I think Swarmleads will have some success getting onto their pass tiles this game. And I think Swarmleads are going to have a great cult game, especially if there's like a Dwelling Rush Witches player, because if there is a Dwelling Rush Witches player, then they're not going to build temples until later. Like, there's a little bit of incentive in this game not to build early temples. Well, that's not quite true, but there's an incentive to build a second temple is usually what happens. But I think witches could pull off the full dwelling rush and delay temples till round 3 pretty happily here. I think Darklead's dream this game is, yeah, to open temple and a dwelling or two. Wow. Okay, I'm just playing Darklead's at 26. Fascinating. I mean, Ondas with free Swarmleads over witches, I'm not a fan of. I'm really not a fan of. Anyhow, I start here always, right? Nomads are here, Swarmleads might be here. If Swarmleads aren't here, I'm even happier. Had no idea how to, yeah. I'm not happy about Ondas's position. Oh, it's a crazy nice table, Ghostly, but my dream of winning arena season, for the record, is not helped by this new arena queuing method / running into these guys. I think I am quasi going to be officially dropping my arena bid this season because, like, I mean, we'll see how this game goes, but like, I need a lot of I have a lot of game, or like I don't have a lot of time left, and the arena season here is, yeah. Okay, Swarmleads goes where I want. Everything's fair. Love the instant silence when Ryan goes to type. Yeah, I can't. I just can't. I can't talk while I do that. This could be. I guess I could be the crazy. I could be the Darkleads player here. I could do that stuff, but I think I just want to go here. This game is Darkleads probably, and hope. Well, I'm like never connecting this game as Darkleads because witches are gonna. I mean, the crazy option is to start here, I guess, because witches. I still think witches are dwelling rush. I think this is the wrong hex actually, because I think, well, all the Swarmleads aren't in the game. Who's taking single dig, as I said. This hex is probably wrong though. It probably is just this guy. It's a little annoying. Like, Swarmleads should just go south then, you'd think, but it's a little concerning here. I don't want a single dig first action though, do I? I mean, it gets me a little more leech. But I really just want to upgrade here, I think. Although if I don't go here, Nomads also actually has a really good value, probably. What a messy game. Maybe this is pretty good. Huh. I don't usually play like this because it can cause issues. I also like super have to beat Nomads up here, and I'm not going to then. I don't think I can afford to do that. I think I just take this hex. The concern here is like I almost have to block this guy off. But anyhow, Swarmleads is playing like a no network game here, and Nomads is going to have a great network. So playing network Darkleads is probably a mistake, because Witches are also going to have probably a pretty good network. So it's one of those games where I probably am trying to just... I'm probably trying to just beat Swarmleads by having like a network of like 8 or 9, and Swarmleads should never probably get that big this game, but... This is a tough one. I mean, I have Darkleads for pretty cheap, and Darkleads are very good. But why am I nervous? Hey, good morning. Here's the fascinating question: is JDI gonna just start on the spade, or is he temp shipping? I think he's temp shipping. Temp shipping Witches here, getting single dig and doing a full dwelling rush looks, I think, too good to pass up. Which I think means that Nomads might get the spade because Ondas might just prefer a big building. I don't know for sure. I mean, I'm fascinated to see how this goes. Because this is another tough decision by Witches here. Like, spade is totally fine for Witches, and yet dwelling rush, baby, come on. Like... Again, I really think Witches were supposed to have started here, though, in order to dwelling rush. So he's not dwelling rush, and he takes spade. So I don't think that's very good. Like, I think it's fine, but I don't think it's great. The starting spot sucks for dwelling rush now. Yeah, it's correct, Jimmy. You're right. He should have started here, because this gave him at least an option if he gets spade blocked. Like, starting here, if he's spade blocked, it's okay. But where he's starting, if he gets spade blocked, it probably sucks. Ondas is going to go for double dig, which makes enough sense. But if I get the 2 workers here, because Nomads doesn't really want them, and Nomads might go for the temp ship line, by the way. Nomads going just single dig, although they would beat me to the north, actually, is what they would do. That's gonna be pretty annoying. Actually, they could easily take temp ship here and just single dig. But that maybe is what they're supposed to do. I don't see a great reason for Nomads to not want that. But I get onto the Sanctuary tile, and I might get enough leads for Sanctuary. No, they're gonna block me on that. Okay, well then I think here I just take the Priest. The Priest either goes to water, or I take a Worker's Power action and I open Temple 3 dwellings here. Either of those is good for me. And then I will just upgrade and create a leech party over here. One option, if I get enough leech, like Swarmleads could... This is going to be fascinating. Ondas might pay to upgrade expensively, while it sounds insane, because it is. Or it kind of is. It's not that crazy, because Ondas could choose to... use double dig over here, and then assume he gets single dig, and he would get the town next round. Whereas if he upgrades over here, he's gonna have to like double dig and then get double dig again next round in order to pull off a town over here. He gets a lot more. He gets a decent bit more leech if he joins this party early. But anyhow, I really want a workers power action, but I think there's just no threat. Like nomads maybe are double templing or something now. But nobody else is taking a workers power action, so I can kind of do other things. The real question is if I get enough leech to justify taking a workers power action and just bridging to the north here, and how much I need this north part versus just running this town and then expanding off of these guys this game. We'll see. Ultimately, I just don't think I can be too sad here. Andas is deciding what he has to do. He could also be really nasty and double dig. Well, no, he's not going to double dig here because he never's going to make his town. There's like no threat of Andas trying to go this way on me. At least I don't think so. I think Andas has to be trying to hit an early town. Oh wait, no, I see. He could go here and then here and then here, but I will just block him if he tries that. And we both suffer, so I don't expect it. But not sure you like Swarmley's position that much after auction, given the track and then starting VP. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, maybe Swarmblades aren't that much of a value. It just, God, recently when I see Swarmblades at 30, it's often just wrong though. Like even here, we're gonna try it. Like Swarmblades are gonna get 2 dwellings. Let's say they actually hit this. They can then hit this, and then they hit this. And admittedly, these things suck. And so then it comes down to a lot of how much do they get on pass tiles. But if Swarmblades can get, wow, Ondas takes Priest instead of Double Dig. Okay, that is also unexpected. Is he going to actually send Priest to water? The answer is probably yes. Do I care about Priest for water? I think the answer is no. Because I plan to open Temple 2 dwellings and I just continue to see no reason for anybody to worker block. I mean, I guess the safe play is I just take the workers. Actually, yeah, the safe play is just take these workers. This guarantees me to just open Temple 3 dwellings. Yeah. Yeah, let's just call it our Darklings tax. Ondas might be waiting for me to dig and build in the east. I agree. I think Ondas is hoping to go. Wow, was that single dig from Nomads? That was single dig from Nomads. Nomads giving up on double dig here is a little wild because Swarmlings are like just going to double dig anyhow. But I think you're right. I think Ondas is hoping that I come next to him, and I'm just going to refuse. I'm not going to give Ondas the neighbor that he wants for his town. I'm going to force him to go expensive trading post. It's like obnoxious, but like I'm Darklings. I can just dig these hexes, and then like Ondas just is not going to dig this hex on me. Now, I do get a decent bit of leech back from him, so that's like an interesting argument, right? Like, I could get some leech from him if I want it, and I do want leech from him. But the thing is, he can't double dig at the moment until, well, he's very close to getting to double dig again once I upgrade, but I can slow play my temple this round because I'm just taking fire at 1, and he has like no actions left to take. I actually think this priest is going to cost him a lot because I think he was supposed to open double dig, and I think that priest is going to turn out to be very wrong because I personally am going to refuse to give him the leech he needs, and I'm going to force him to pay for either to. I'm gonna so if I force him to do expensive stronghold, he could outlast me, right? Because if he goes stronghold over here, well, or even here, he upgrades, then he needs to be able to double dig. And nobody's threatening the double dig. So the only way I could do it is to truly slow play. I could dig and not build, build, in order to be really annoying here to Ondas. Witches go air 2, that makes a lot of sense. Nomad's single dug, so they're not double template. I don't really know what Nomad's is up to. I think Nomad's maybe would have been happier on temp ship still, in my opinion. Just build more dwellings and take the north. Now, Nomads might just be passing on to temp ship. If I slow play this round, what tile am I going to wind up on? Probably Nomads, which would be pretty nice. I think I'm going to be very annoying. I think I'm going to slow play this. I think it works out just fine for me. Oh my god, it's Stronghold Nomads. Okay, well that was a reason to take this that I didn't consider. Then you delay your temple. Huh, okay, well that's actually reasonably good, but witches almost have to dig this hex now, because Nomads would love to take this hex. Yeah, witches have to use their spade here. That's why he didn't care about... Okay, that's why he didn't care about... trying to fight for double dig. But I think single dig is probably wrong here. Like, I get he gets one more dwelling, and that's really good, but yikes, you kill your coins. I mean, I guess he's going to try to pass first. JDI is still going to pass first, though, right? JDI is going to spade and build. Nomads are going to whatever. JDI passes, although JDI might pass for temp ship. What a crazy game. Where is Danny B gonna use this? Like, Danny B, I guess, could go for the Mega Town Center. Ondas is paying for the expensive upgrade. He wants double dig so badly. And it really comes to... Nomads could gift Swarmlings. Oh, or Nomads probably just takes this hex, right? Nomads can just set up for the town right next to Swarmlings. So they take this hex, not this one. I'll just build here. I'm always building this at some point. But we'll see what Danny B does, because, I mean, it's very clear that I'm trying to annoy Ondas, and we'll see. I'm glad not having the dilemma 4 for 3 twice. Alright, yeah. Danny B is going to do exactly what he should do. He takes that hex, he's good. So I will annoy Ondas here. I'm going to make it so that he just doesn't get double dig when he needs it by. I can just outlast him. He's not gonna be... Actually, he needs double dig right now, because if he doesn't double dig now, he has to upgrade here too, which he doesn't want to do. Well, he can upgrade here next round, but yeah, I think Ondas is in trouble because I'm a jerk, so... Witches choose to take the coins instead of temp ship, which is probably fair enough. Witches can just afford to manually upgrade ship. But do Nomads take the spade, or do Nomads temp ship up to the north now? I'm not sure. But anyhow, I might not get the big building tile. It looks like Swarmies is going to get the big building tile. So I do get temp ship then as an option, but I was supposed to... I mean, the plan was to sanctuary next round, but if I get temp ship, probably just build a bunch of dwellings next round instead, and sanctuary in round 3 is probably okay. But yeah, I mean, Swarmlings almost certainly just take big building now. Or, well, Swarmlings might just temple now, right? If Swarmlings temples for something that gives them power, they still can take double dig at least. He barely has the coins to afford... Yeah, I've really messed with Ondas. And I feel not that bad about it, because Ondas took a very greedy priest. And I was worried about Swarmlings this game, right? Maybe I'm wrong to... Maybe I was wrong to be as concerned about them as I was. But I was concerned, and so forcing Ondas to do a bunch of this stuff, I think, is just good. I said I was going to take Fire 1, and I probably should, but this is like one of those weird games again where I get a decent amount of early leech, but my continuous leech this game is going to be a little spotty. Um, so, I mean, I'll take Fire 1, though, just because I think it's what I need to do. I could really use a coins action this next round, but so could Danny B. Danny B almost certainly opens coins. So I probably can't really Sanctuary anyhow. It probably is good to just temp ship next round and just build dwellings. It means I'm like never gonna take Earth 1 though. Well, or I might take it late, but I'm gonna take like a Water 1 with my Sanctuary actually, because I'm gonna have built everything. But I can try to play networky actually. If I get temp ship, I'm already over here. So if I mean, depending on how safe Witches is, I do potentially connect this game. I mean, there's nothing. Temp ship here it has to be correct. Yeah, I mean, the better tables are really nice, right? Like, we get interesting things. Witches are just double digging. Okay. And they turn this gray. Oh god, that's the effect of Stronghold Nomads. He had to build this hex, and so he couldn't afford to turn this green for Swarmlings. Ondas is having a rough game. Can't get coins or double dig, the best power actions. I mean, he at least passed on to the... Or how did he priest? Wait, where did that priest come from? Oh, the priest came from the cult reward. Duh, that's what he fought for. I have no better choice this round than just build 4 dwellings. I mean, I could Sanctuary. Sanctuary's good, but I'm just going to build the dwellings. Ondas is going to have to single dig. Yeah, Ondas is going to have to single dig. He's also not hitting a town. Nomad's game almost has to be that they're going to take one of these 2 hexes and they're going to make a town. Now, what town does Nomads want? I don't have an answer for that. I have no clue what town they want. Oh, what am I talking about? Dwelling Rush, by the way, team. I forgot. I don't have an extra. For some reason, I kept thinking like I have an extra spade, but I don't even have an extra spade here. This is okay. I'm gonna build this, and then I may as well actually upgrade here. But I can't temp ship over onto these hexes yet, which is really a bummer. But oh well. I'll upgrade here. It does look like witches are gonna be pretty good friends to me soonish. And I'll upgrade here, and I'm just gonna go second temple next round. Sanctuary is really good, but I'll go second temple next round and be fine with it. So I'll build a trading post this round probably. Ondas takes another priest. I mean, he's gonna do great on the cults. I think I do upgrade here just in case. For some reason, I'm gonna get upgrades next to me soon, and then I'll build one more dwelling, and then I just pass. What's the new arena matchmaking? So arena 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 now has you by default attempting to find higher level players. So it takes you longer in the queue before you'll match with weaker players, and so the net effect is that there will be slightly more high level games. Just a coin town for nomads is totally is fine. It's understandable, but yeah, actually, it's quite good. Nomad's game is quite good here. The early stronghold was a very fun line that he found that I missed. So that sounds good at arena. Yeah, I mean the upshot is you get more high level games. The downside is you have a lot more. The downside is you wind up with a lot more weight, um, and the weight can be pretty awful. But would I have preferred a ship town for nomads? Maybe. That's what I'm trying to think about. Like, what would I have preferred for nomads here? But coin town's probably correct. I mean, yeah, I mean, two key town looks pretty garbage for nomads. Yeah. I mean, it almost had to be a coin town. So when playing like 2 hour games, a bit of weight feels like it worth it. Yeah. Okay, I pass here. I'm gonna wind up taking a coins action. I could pass for worker power here, and then potentially go temple plus sanctuary next round. Actually, that seems pretty good, right? Next round, I just scoop up Earth 1, Water 1. Don't dislike that. I don't love my pastile luck, though, thus far. These are not necessarily the pastiles I dreamed of. 6 coins is really good for Dark Leads. 2 workers is really good for Dark Leads. The pastiles I'm getting onto are a little iffier on net, but that's okay. I can actually build the Sanctuary over here. I don't even know if that's good compared to Sanctuary here, but like I'm always getting this Hex, and I don't even need to bridge necessarily. I could just make it. Well, although who's ever going to be my neighbor here is the slight issue, actually. Uh, Whatever, we'll see. Swarmleads look dead in the water while they're played by a scrub player. I mean, Swarmleads went for a greedy line and they got punished. I mean, I don't know, like, Andas. Yeah, nobody's taken a scoring favor at all yet. Everybody's delaying their temples, actually. It's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, Swarmleads have a million resources, so we should probably be a bit we should be a bit careful about like declaring them dead in the water. But uh I mean, Swarmleads have a lot of priests on the cults already, which is nice for them, but yeah, they definitely have issues. But yeah, Ondas red thumbed you when you were newish for taking long. Yeah, as long as nomads don't murder swarms in the west, swarms should be okay. Yeah, I agree. I think swarmlings are still going to be okay this game. It's not. Oh, they do take Earth 1 because he didn't build anything. That's fun. Um, I mean, I agree. I think swarmlings should still be okay though. He has a lot of what he wants still, but yeah, the pastiles aren't working perfectly for him. And not hitting the town this round was not his plan, but the TP suggests otherwise. Yeah. That's true. Nomads. Oh, you're right. Nomads could have gone for a. Oh, deranged. You're correct. Nomads should have. Oh, but no, they went here, so they nomads couldn't. Oh yeah, no, nomads could have spaded and then taken this hex and then trading posted over here. Oh, that's so dirty, deranged. Uh, that would have been so fascinating. I'm really sad we didn't see that, but maybe I'm just trying to bash Ondas too much. But what if Nomads did that, right? Nomads. I mean, I guess the thing is they don't. They probably should be sinking their spades into achieving other things, but witches are being neighbors. I like getting some more leech this game. Um, Witches did not take a favor tile, so we get water 1. You have to drop. Look forward to catching the VOD later. Yeah, thanks. Um, Ondas is just single digging. That makes sense. So I also want a copy of Water 1 and Earth 1 here, and I'm just gonna take both. The question is, does the order matter? Um, Witches can take Water 1 or Earth 1. Nomads can just Sanctuary, but I don't think they want to. I think copies of Earth 1 are going to be safer. So I think I take Water 1 here first, and I'm pretty sure I get an Earth 1 on the wheel. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Fickles, thoughts on looking for more TP for round 4? Looks limited. Yeah, the one downside is I don't have trading post spots for round 4. but I haven't really been considering how I'm gonna get more. I mean, I guess I just take this hex, right? I build a dwelling here, and then I trading post, trading post. That is a bit gross. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna have great trading post neighbors, but 22 live viewers on an early Sunday morning. Yeah, it is pretty sweet. Life's been good. Anyhow, what's been happening? We did get water one, so Ondas got water one blocked. But he took Earth one, so he kind of did it to himself. Like whatever. I'm not even sure he could afford to take anything this round anyhow. Like I don't know what his game plan is at this point. It's 2 p.m. for a lot of you or some of you. Yeah, indeed. Other stuff. I'm just sanctuary in here. Oh, this is slightly unfortunate though. If I sanctuary here, I'm 1 power short of taking another coins action at the start of next round. That kind of sucks. I think I have to sanctuary here though. I think it's just too good not to. I'm ending round 3 as Darklings with Sanctuary, Temple, 4 Dwellings. Like, I'm not sad about that. I'm never connecting probably this game. I will say I'm not super impressed in Witch's game thus far. I mean, they finally got a shipping, or because they're on temp shipping, yeah. But Witches have spent so much effort digging these hexes, and like, I guess they need to because it's good. But gosh, I think Witches missing out on a temp, like a full dwelling rush is really the problem. This table has 3 North Americans. Yeah. Third temple, no. I have enough for coins. Oh, I do have enough leech for coins. How did I mess that math up? Oh my god, I get to pass and take a coins action? Glorious. Ondas is in France now? That's a good question. Is he actually? Maybe he is. Did not notice Swarm's taking Earth one while he's in chat. Oh, Danny thought he could greed out 3 more points by taking. But wait, Danny could have got Earth One though. Earth One's still there. Like there was still a copy of Earth One there. There. Danny, Danny B missed that Earth One was still there. He took Fire One instead of Earth One. That is the ultimate no jump move, isn't it? Oh my god, I find that too funny. Anyhow, passing for workers, 4 points and a coins action. I have 1,000,000 priests. That seems like a no-brainer, team. Let's do it. One thing I could consider attempting to pull off this round is to take coins, advance ship, build, or like build, double dig, build. Then I have another trading post spot, and I try to carve out this town this game along with this town, and it gives me another trading post spot or 2. The problem is, by the time I advance ship, dwelling, trading post, I need 10 coins for the dwellings and trading posts. I need 4 coins for the ship advance. I need 14 coins. I'm going to be at 11. Huh, that sounds surprisingly possible. Fire 1. Yeah, Nomads took Fire 1 instead of Earth 1. Because he thought Earth 1 got blocked when Swarmleads took it, but he missed that Witches never took it. Like, I don't know. Things are so just, they're so massive. Maybe Ship Town in the east for the ship advance. Oh! Ooh, okay, wait a sec. Ship Town. Ooh, good call. A ship town. What a thought there. It requires me to build 1 more dwelling, but I have 1 extra worker, so building 1 dwelling is totally fine. What a visionary. The real dream here, too, by the way, is that witches don't actually protect this hex next round. They want to build trading posts really badly, so I don't think they protect this hex. So the alternative for next round is actually to like dig and build this, dig and build this, build this, build this. That's 4 dwellings and then only 1 trading post. So that part's going to be a bummer. But if I can steal connection here, it doesn't matter to connect. I have to loop back to does it matter to connect? Because it might not matter to connect. If I connect this game, what do I actually get? You think JDI has to dig that? I think you're right, too. The more I'm paying attention, I think JDI is going to dig that anyhow. But just for a moment, assuming he doesn't, is it even beneficial to me? Witches are always getting like a pretty good network. I maybe can beat their network. Am I ever beating Stronghold Nomads that took an early coin town and a mid-game Fire 1 on network? I think the answer is no. Nomads are going to like kind of kill it this round anyhow, by the way. Like, their life's about to look very good. He is at 1 shipping, so the problem with my plan too is actually Danny B. Well, is Danny B going to advance ship and build up here or not? Probably not. I also just build a trading post here probably. Which is, although, God, I don't really want to 5 for 4, but I probably would take it because I'm a madman. I think there's a chance that Danny B is going to beat me here regardless, which is actually kind of a problem. I guess if Danny B beats me here, there is chances to carve. I could build this hex, and carve out this town right up here. Might work. But my 3rd town is becoming a little tricky. Getting on the yellow is nicely mutually beneficial. Yeah, I want to get on this yellow, to be clear, yeah. But I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if Nomads are going to let me. JDI converted some power, by the way. He can't double dig this. He takes a single key town just to close it out. He really wants to cult dig this. Nomads might protect him. This is a mess. I might not be able to 3-town this game, which makes me ship towning here pretty sad, but I think I have to ship town. Das is playing for 3 towns. I mean, that's true. He didn't Sanctuary Town. Or Connection. Ondas could be trying to connect. That's true. He went Earth 1 Swarmlings. So actually, yeah, my network might just suck this game. Or maybe I am supposed to connect and try to get in a huge network race. Regardless, I think I have to go ship town here. JDI is back up to having enough power to double dig this if he wants to. And what else is he going to do with all this power, actually? He probably is double digging, building this, and then just like one trading post. Two dig is gone. That's a strong point. Good call. Two dig is gone, so that's not even actually a thing JDI can threaten. Danny B's just saying he's very distracted. Yeah. I believe in these 9 coins and extra worker. Nice. We'll see. Ondas takes another dig action, so JDI protecting this hex is not trivial. But again, is the rest of my round just building 3 dwellings now? I mean, it could be. It could just be build 3 dwellings. Danny B still has the resources to, if I take this... Well, actually, wait, no, he needs to advance ship right now if he wants to beat me to this. So we'll see what he does. If Danny B advances ship, I think I have to go do other things. But I think Danny B just wants to build... Yeah, Danny B just wants to... Oh, he could take a ship town as well, and that's what he's going to do? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, Danny B's going to beat me here. So I think this town is not worth it for me, and I'm not going to connect, because he's always just going to build this, like, next action. There's no way he doesn't just build this. So, I can't fit a town in here unless I get this hex, and I'm just not going to get that hex in time. So without being able to fit a town in here, I think I'm taking like this, and I'm probably just throwing a... God, this sucks. I don't have a trading post spot. Yeah, he did wind up taking the ship town. I mean, Danny B's, despite his claim of not playing great, but this is tough now because my third town is just in a very tough spot. I mean, the upshot of taking this hex and then this hex is I get a third town, and then witches might not get their town, or witches are gonna have to like do some annoying digs. But it's possible I should just give up on a third town, but gosh, the really sad part is that ship town is pretty awful if I'm not getting another town this game. I just can't beat witches to this hex. It's just not gonna happen. Danny B can still take Earth 1? Yeah, I know. E4 and go south. That requires more shipping, which is really painful. Neighborless Western Bridge Town. I guess, yeah, I could do this town, and then, like, a town through here still. If I build dwelling, can I even build a trading post, by the way? I'm 1 resource short, unless I send a priest to a cult. This is rough. This is not good, team. I'm gonna go for this town. I'm just gonna do this, but I'm not thrilled about it. I think the third town has to be attempted, though. I also think I'd like to be kind of quick here. The 7 coins are really going to be good for me. Also, do I take this leech? Probably, right? I don't have a lot of power coming in, and I need bridges. I might want another coins action. It's expensive, but I probably have to pay it here, but don't feel good about it either. Nomads obviously do what nomads are going to do. I think I have to take this hex, although I'm not convinced anybody else has actions left, so I probably am not going to get my preferred pass tile, but I guess there's lots of coins. And this still annoys witches. Like, I could choose to, like, take this away from them or something, but... Oh, I also have enough leech I could just trading post. Huh. The Norse Teeth Blue sets back witches. Yeah, I mean, the advantage of this is that witches gets annoyed, and witches is having a fine game, although not super. I'm not sold on who's winning this game. I guess like nomads look like they're winning, but he's already made 2 of his towns. He's gonna get Earth 1 presumably though. Although yeah, witches can still Earth 1 Sanctuary. I don't know. Nobody's passing yet, by the way, so that's lovely. I would love to just pass for the coins. Hey, I do get to just pass for the coins. I mean, I could trading post, but the problem is I have to trading post where I don't want to, and so it's going to cost me town spots. Like, it is 3 more points, but also just 7 coins. All right, I'm going to be Darklings with 9 workers, 14 coins. This can't be that bad. I have Earth 1, Water 1. You may be crazy, but you like Swarm's position here. I mean, Andas is up to fun things, right? He's going to get another town this round. He has a decent economy. He has crazy good cults, and he's going for network on top of everything. And he's going to get network, right? I mean, it's not like he's not getting network. JDI is going to get a coins action because I can't take it. Or no, I can take it. Oh, wow. Do I take a coins action here even though? Like, what? I need bridge probably worse than I need coins. Andas does advance ship here. Yeah, I mean, Andas is playing a nice network swarms game. Yep, does build the dwelling too. Yeah, I mean, everybody's up to fun stuff, so we'll see how it goes long term. I mean, it is a fascinating game still. I mean, this is what we expect out of an expert game. Wow, JDI is trying to just dig in the south now. He's given up on this northern town because of what I've done. But the new question is, if he's given up on the northern town, do I actually just dwell in and then, like, I mean, nomads could cut me off at any point, but will they? I mean, I can just build this first action and see what the hell happens. Like, nomads are trying to carve their own town out up here, probably, but I don't want nomads to have another town, and I can just take this hex and not care and see what happens. I put some pressure into the game. I can't take coins, by the way, so I don't have enough power. I'd like to take bridge. Is there any actual bridge pressure? No bridge from swarms needed. Nomads don't currently need a bridge. Witches also do not need a bridge. So there's no bridge pressure, so yeah, I'm just going to build this and see what happens. It makes this town a little easier too. I mean, I have to dig a ton of hexes for this town, but I could just make like a huge dwelling town up here otherwise. But it gives me some chance to connect, which I'm open to. I will take this leech. JDI is passing a coins action here in order to take Earth 1, presumably. So yeah, nomads are getting Earth 1 blocked. But JDI not taking a coins action feels pretty dubious to me. I guess JDI's backup is he can just coin town and then build more dwellings. Oh, also, Swarmlead's just trying to race JDI to this hex, but I forgot. Oh, this is fascinating. Swarmlead's network game might be getting cut off by JDI now because of what I did in the north. Wow, this is crazy. Danny B just takes the coins. Makes sense. Why not? Danny B has it all. Yeah, Andas is pressuring witches here now. If I try to triple dig this hex right this instant, Does Danny B take this on me? Probably. Again, do I even care about connecting all that bad? I don't know the answer. I do care about this bridge long term. I should probably just take it now, right? Just get this bridge out of the way. JDI is blocking swarms a little bit. The problem is Ondas might just retaliate with this hex. But then I guess JDI can build this. This is a crazy game. I can always take A10 if he takes A8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I that does. I mean, town wise, yes. Town wise, I could. Well, except witches can build this hex still. Like, like I think I don't think I can afford to just take this. Air 1 from Daddy B makes sense. Am I supposed to Air 1 this round is a question, but probably not. I'm probably supposed to just build like most of my trading posts and stuff. Oh, also I don't even have enough free dwellings at the moment. Do I just trading post here? This is slightly risky if witches build this, and witches might just be building this. The more I think about it, right? Like, why not? Witches are fighting for network this game still. They need hexes. Just build A10 now. Securing the green makes sense. Just give up on connection. Although, actually, this is connection still, too. What am I talking about, right? I have a connection path if I want it through here and here also. Not that I love this connection path. Anyhow, yeah, I should probably just build this. This also hurts witches. Witches just took Earth 1 and now they're losing a green hex. Like, witches are never getting another town. Oh, they're getting one more town, sorry. They haven't made the one town, but I don't, whatever. Everybody's up to good things this game. I don't know if I have enough in me or not. I'm Darklings. There's fun things happening. I'm probably still taking these leeches, which is maybe wrong, but I think I'm warming up to this theory that I have to try for the crazy. Like it's an expensive connection route though. 3 ship and 1,000,000 digs has to come after my third town. Yeah, I mean the problem is like there aren't even resource towns left either. So like I'm in some trouble with that theory. I'm also like never getting a neighbor for this town, so I mean I probably still need fire 2 at some point. Because this is going to be a dwelling, and then like an expensive trading post, and then a dwelling, and a dwelling, and a dwelling still has to all happen. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 network. I mean, I might be able to hit 15 network, though. And if I hit 15 network, connection is probably worth it, but God, it's a lot of resources. So who knows? Who knows for real, team? My lack of neighbors, I do know, continues to be a real issue, though. I actually like just can't build trading posts where I need them. I probably have to just expensive trading post up here. This town is just never gonna get a neighbor. Just there's no, well, witches I guess could maybe, but they don't seem interested. Ondas upgrades to 2 ship, and then witches block him. Yeah, I mean Ondas also has to pay for expensive connection this game though. Like I don't think his game plan works without trying to connect. JDI is up to 86 after that town. Although did he take a coin town there? Yeah, in order to afford stuff. I mean, it's still good. He is passing for 4. Yeah, whatever. Life is good. Is Ondas gonna town in here instead of through here? Fascinating. No one wants the red. Ondas needs a triple dig to connect. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants this red. So, I mean, I agree that Ondas can still connect, but it's a little funky. Danny B Sandstorm's the North Black. Yeah, that's true. Danny B is trying to set up this town, so then... Oh, and he still has a Sanctuary left. Oh, yeah, Danny B can Sanctuary town right through here. That makes sense. I guess I could dig this hex and then try to build a trading post here, but god, I'm like trying to get a lot of triple digs. Maybe I should have strongholded everybody. I would love some neighbors, doo-da, doo-da. I could just take this and then make a crazy long town through here and another long town and hope I get enough digs. This is giving up the connection dream, but I build here, here, and here. I would need an extra, I need some priest towns, but there are priest towns and or priest power actions, but there are those things. And then I don't need fire too is kind of a fun one. Screw it. This is part of the connection plan too. Let's just make Danny B's life a little tricky and I get a free leech in return and I might just get a trading post spot. I think the Northeast Red for Connection Path was never really happening, but the Connection Dream, I mean, the Connection Dream is still here. Like, this hex and 3 shipping gets me it, but also my towns are, like, ugly. Like, I mean, there's some issues. Also, Danny B kind of wants this hex because it cuts over to this yellow, so, like, trading post here is maybe not right, but you would third town as luxury. If it happens, but you wouldn't count it certain as played accordingly. I mean, my third town is pretty. I can 3 town this game. I'm pretty sure. I have enough resources and enough close hexes. Like, I don't think 3 towning is too tough here. Oh, I could also take this away from Danny B next round, potentially. So Danny B can't necessarily take this because I can respond with this, but I don't know. Again, I'm planning for some really expensive digs, and then I do give up connection. But see, the other problem on the whole connection fight is if Swarmlings doesn't connect, I'm happy just getting 6 network points probably. But I guess witches don't have an incredible network game. Like, if I'm getting a 15 network game, it probably is worth it to connect, but it's so expensive. Third town is better than connection and arguably is the best way to connect. I mean, connecting still requires too many triple digs, I think, is really the main issue. Swarmlings pass, that's fine. I don't have to, but I want to build another trading post. I actually might just pay, well, I don't want to pay for an expensive trading post. Yeah, I mean, just not. I probably am not scoring enough here, but we'll see. I mean, my cult points are non-existent too, which was known. I'm not getting a pass tile here necessarily either, and Ondas took my priest. Well, that sucks, actually. I really don't want to pass. These guys can easily outstall me, though. Like, they're in a stall war, and I'm just gonna lose that, right? Yeah, I actually probably should have timed stuff out better. Like, I could build this dwelling, but I kind of don't want to. I wanted to pass for that priest, but I guess I just pass for an extra spade here. I mean, the spade kind of is what I need, but yeah, unfortunately this game doesn't look quite great here. I probably needed a pass tile that I'm not going to quite get. The other option is to build a temple for Air 1 here. That changes my economy a bit. Temple for Air 1 is also saying that I'm going to get this hex and this hex. But it does give me another spade I need. I'm going to like give up connection then, probably, if I go for those dig routes, because 3 shipping and this is like most of my town plan instead. Let's go for the Air 1 temple though. The Air 1 temple has to be a good number of points here, and I think I can afford it economy-wise.
Kicking Fire 2 to the curb? Yeah, I don't need Fire 2 for these. I don't need Fire 2 for these towns, assuming things work out. Now, are things going to work out? I can't imagine Danny B takes this Hex on me. Um, and I don't think I'm just taking this Hex. And I can, if I get both these Hexes, I just don't need Fire 2 for these towns. But yeah, I mean, not connected's going to hurt. Because I probably get no network points and I have like no cult points. And so then I would need so many more points than I'm making here, but like I'm trying to build 3 trading posts or 2 trading posts and 3 dwellings this round, um, which I can afford. Um, Danny B is the one that won the stall war here. Danny B probably is just winning this game. He has tons of resources, lots of points, past tile. He is gonna get another town because I'm not blocking it. Um, Maybe I should be blocking it because he is just gonna sanctuary and get another town, but. I would have liked that coins action, but understandably doesn't come. 14 coin income for Nomads. Yeah, I mean, Nomads game, even without taking Earth 1, is pretty good here. Nomads do have just a bunch of yellows just chilling for them still. Like, yeah. Yeah, the bidding was tough here, and other people have proven it. I might be taking a 4th, but honestly, a 4th will be kind of relieving. Like, it sucks because I don't like losing, but um, a 4th would be kind of freeing to just let me not care about the arena standings this season and be like, okay, this just wasn't my arena run. But that would be okay with that. I would be okay with that. I do at least make a lot of points this round still. Like, I get a good number. Danny B probably goes here, so I could just trade in post and then do this, but it's wild to you that the Swarm Sanctuary hasn't come out yet. It went sideways. I mean, Swarmlead's game, honestly, Ondas got greedy by sending the priest to water. Like, he thought he was going to get leech because he thought I or somebody would give him enough, but he needed to just double dig in round 1. His game is so fine if he just double digs round 1. He get like. Now, is his game completely dead? Am I ahead of Ondas at least? Uh, Ondas can advance digs here, build a couple dwellings. He's not going to 3 town, but he's going to connect, and he's going to have other stuff. Yeah. I mean, Swarm leads were insane in round 1, I think, is really what it comes down to. Ondas just did the wrong action. And, like, that happens. It's easy to misjudge things in these high-level games sometimes. Like, whatever. It's life. We've all made mistakes, but I think Ondas, yeah, just made a pretty big one. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wind up with an okay game here. The problem is, again, just no post game, right? So like, I think I have 35 more direct points. So I end the game at like a 125. A 125 Dark Lanes game is like fine, but like no post game means I'm gonna be at like maybe 130. Like I might be, I might get dribbles of. Well, actually, like should I send a priest to Earth? Like, admittedly, the cults are stupidly open. Where did all the cult towns go? I guess Swarmlings snagged them, right? Yeah, and then one went to witches, but. You're talking about round 5 and big building round and Swarm's game in general with no sanctuary. Yeah. I mean, no sanctuary in round 5 or just no sanctuary at all is kind of crazy. Now, no sanctuary at all does make network play easier, right? I mean, the sanctuary is a very expensive building that doesn't help your network. But I mean, I guess Ondas could still sanctuary. Wow, I was gonna say Ondas could still sanctuary right through here, but he puts the temple there. Anyhow, I need a trading post and then take this red hex. I don't have a dwelling, which is why I'm not building it, but I can't imagine witches mess with me, and they're the ones that can reach this. Danny B, as I said, was just getting a 3rd town this game, although he has to fire 2 for it, so that's a slight bummer, but he is going to sanctuary fire 2. Interestingly, Ondas chose to fight witches instead of nomads. I'm guessing Ondas is just being like, yeah, Danny B, you're on the pass tile. You have too much. You're gonna win. Ondas is saying that maybe I can beat JDI, but JDI at least does have cult points. I don't know. This is crazy, but you think the early sanctuary helps their network? Helps with cult rewards from priests? Lets you ship it? Yeah, I think that's a real stretch, Deranged. It's a very expensive building for just a couple of priests extra. Um, and it means that you're not building a bunch of workers and stuff. I'm not going to argue that the Swarm Sanctuary isn't like very good for many reasons. Like, but a lot of it is because of favor tile points, and then the priests are points on the cult track. And yes, priests can be economy too. Like, I get all that, but I don't think I'm not convinced Ondas has like more stuff if he builds a sanctuary earlier here. Anyhow, sorry, am I taking 2-for-1s? I mean, what am I taking 2-for-1s for? I can't network here still. Well, or could I network? No, it's just way too many digs and ships that I don't have and resources I don't have. Yeah, I don't need that. Anyhow, Danny B does just take fire 2, takes a town. I take whatever town's left then. I would prefer the priest to town. He didn't. Yeah, Danny B didn't convert right there. He is just going to take the 11 pointer. That's fine. I get a priest town. It's the same to me. So, priest is. I mean, again, priest town's actually slightly better. I maybe even should take the priest power action. Oh, Danny B can no longer convert. Yeah, interesting. I already accepted my leech, so he's like locked in or whatever. Yeah, the system's a little funky on when you can convert nowadays, but it is no biggie though. He cost himself, I think, a half a power. So Ondas is slowly setting up the connection life, or just spamming dwellings, which is fine. He's gonna score a good number off building them. What was I doing? I was towning. When sandwich tall swarms are safer than network swarms? Oh god, yeah. I mean, I would not have tried playing this game at all like Ondas did, but aren't tall swarm leads just generally safer? I mean, yeah, part of tall swarm leads game plan is that they're safer. Yeah, you guys are all saying the same thing. But that's good. I mean, that happens. Anyhow, yeah, I agree. I don't agree with Ondas's game plan here. Now, with that said, even despite Ondas's bad things, I think he's still just gonna beat me, so I shouldn't knock it too much. Cause, well, is he actually connected? I guess that's the question, right? He has to take this hex in order to connect, and it's increasingly looking like he can't afford to. Well, he takes 3. Okay, he could. Can he triple dig though? He hasn't been able to advance ship. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He doesn't need to play network though. The free blues are just there. Yeah, the free blues are just there. But if I could get a dribble of network points this game and Ondas is getting no network, then I definitely feel I've beat Ondas. I'm not actually sure how Ondas is supposed to connect, so I guess it's fine. Anyhow, my end game, I think I'm supposed to take this, although do I need the coins? I need 5 coins. Okay, maybe I can't do that. I should probably at least set myself up for success. Well, I'm never leeching here. Whatever. This is my only cheap trading post. Yeah, so it's got to be this. You're beating Ondas. Their start was too slow for this game plan. I mean, Ondas, that Priest of Water was just hilariously greedy because it made him not be able to guarantee double dig. Now, was he supposed to know for sure that we were all going to deny him leech then? I mean, maybe not, but if Ondas just opens this game the way he's supposed to, even with the expensive stronghold, I think it's totally fine, right? Ooh, Witch is gonna be the one to block. Okay, well then yeah, I definitely am not last here. Certainly not last. The new question, can Ondas... I'm going to be at 10 network. Yeah, I mean, 10 network is good enough to beat Ondas. So I at least get 6 network points. But yeah, I don't think I'm beating anybody else, though. JDI has cults and second place on network. Danny B has a network win, and I'm not that far behind them, though. I shouldn't like knock it too much, but yeah, this is not going to quite be there. But you know, that stuff happens. I mean, what went wrong this game? Mostly just the pass tiles, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I paid too much for Darklings in a game that wasn't that great for Darklings. What were the biggest things I missed in the auction? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at. I missed Stronghold Nomads. I never thought about Stronghold Nomads into round 2 town into Temple round 3. But that's actually just like a brilliant, like that's a great game plan. Oh, Ondas loses a blue hex. Love that. Yeah, JDI punish Ondas for no reason. I don't. Ondas got so killed this game. I guess that is JDI's bet. That was JDI's cheapest hex though. So yeah, why not? Like if he's gonna just build another dwelling. Anyhow, I don't even totally know if this game's that off on the auction though, right? Like, am I totally off on the auction this game, or is it other things? Nomads has too many priests to send to Earth. Witches has no cult steps coming. So like I'm tied here with Witches. I'm tied here. Nomads are going to just pass me probably anyhow. So I think I'm supposed to just put the priest in the ground like a good boy. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just dig. I guess I could dig away one of Nomad's yellows that he maybe will 3-ship to. Yeah, actually that does look like it might be his game plan. He might be going for 3 shipping and then dwelling. So just digging this looks like it might at least annoy him. Can I actually catch Danny B? Does it matter? I don't think so. I mean, Danny B passes for 12, so he's also going to be at 115, and he has more points. He's going to be at like 120. Maybe he's going to be very close to me, and then he has network and more cults. I mean, yeah. You think auction's fine? I probably paid a bit too much. I mean, I paid 4 points for Darklings, so like that's where I kind of like, right? I mean, I guess it was free Swarmlings, free Witches, and Nomads was only a couple of points, but I kind of agree with you, right? Like, I don't know, like I think this matchup is remarkably well balanced, and I mean, my game also just slightly like I do think my game changes if Danny B can't build here. I do just wind up I do get to go 15 network Darklings with connection probably. Nomads find a high upside. Yeah, I mean I think Nomads found a high upside line. I maybe needed to find a way to beat Nomads here, but like again, like I was pretty close to beating Nomads here. And I think that shifts the game a good amount too, right? Like I don't know for sure. Maybe it doesn't. Whatever. I'm interested. Do I beat JDI? JDI is at 111 and second on network, 123, 131, 135, 136, 137. I'm at 125, second on network, 131, 132, 133. I'm assuming I'm going to lose this. I'm at 134, so I'm just barely going to lose to Witches, but if I give Leech to Ondas, he probably doesn't feed Nomads that much, the butterfly effect. I mean, yeah, the butterfly effect of everything is pretty wild too, right? If I do just be friends with Ondas and give him the Leech, he double digs, puts his trading post over here. He never upgrades this. I lose a little Leech too early, but Nomads doesn't get fed this stuff. But again, like, yeah, it's so hard to know. So nomads are often stronger than people evaluate in auctions, but require a lot of skill, so you don't price their best game. Well, and again, their best game doesn't always happen. And then on top of it, I totally missed that their best game was going to be get big building. To be fair, them getting big building wasn't even guaranteed, but the stronghold line was just very good, and I totally was not thinking about it. Oh, Danny B did not pass me on water, which is nice of him. Um, It does mean I maybe should have sent my last priest to Earth, though, which is a bummer, but oh well. Exciting game, though. Yeah, I mean, this was a really strong game. Lots of cool lines happening from everybody, so, I mean, JDI is going to beat me on resource points. I need one more leech to tie him, but he's going to be one ahead of me, which is a bummer here. But, oh well. I don't think I regret denying Ondas the leech at all. Taking somebody kind of like out of the game early and making it hard on them is, in my opinion, totally fine as long as you're not giving up anything yourself. I wasn't giving up anything myself, so like I don't regret. Kind of surprised I lost to Witches. I am too. Witches never seemed to have a great game going, in my opinion. I regret, or I think I would. There's several things JDI did I was not impressed with. But yeah, I mean, I paid 4 points for Darklings in this matchup. Like, Darklings are remarkably safe here overall. I think. Like, I don't regret this. I do regret building 15 network and not connecting, but I mean, my connection path was always rough. I mean, maybe I'm supposed. Well, see, the other tough part about nomads is like I wouldn't have hated starting here because I would have been able to double dig and do this. But the problem is I don't know if nomads are going to throw their third dwelling up here instead of here, and then I hate starting here if nomads throws up here. So I probably had to do what I did, but. Monster game by Danny. Yeah, I mean he did great. Especially since I cost them a town and they block Swirly's interview. Yeah, I mean, Witches losing a third town and then having to do this stuff. I mean, Witches did protect their own network interests and build dwellings, which is what they needed to do. And I mean, whatever they also did just get a late Earth one. Late Earth one is always good. Like if Danny B takes Earth one and Witches can't take the Earth one with their sanctuary. I mean, I guess Witches just take Air one at that point, but it's still worse for them by a decent bit. The winner is here. Glad you didn't embarrass yourself. Nah, you had a really great game, Danny. Like I totally missed that. I totally missed the idea of stronghold nomads. Like even during round one when you took the stronghold tile, for some reason I like it still didn't even click. I was like, what is he doing? I don't understand why he wants the stronghold tile. But that was a really good line. A really good line. Once you started going into it, I was like, oh yeah, stronghold into the town, into the temple is very pretty. Into trading posts, like that's what we should look at, right? Your track points this game has to be pretty killer. Like your timing on hitting the rounds was very beautiful. Yeah. 34 track points for you, 24 for Witches, only 17 for me, and 11 for Ondas. Like, oof, team. Only 17 for me too is pretty bad. I mean, I was not in position to spam the trading post round, which maybe I should have been able to know. I mean, maybe I did play this incorrectly. Like the one big difference is maybe maybe this is the wrong hex to be on in this matchup. Maybe I am supposed to just be here and dig this first. This annoys Danny. This sets up a center town. The center town is a lot easier for neighbors for trading posts, and then this town also has good trading post neighbors. And then I find a third town somewhere, and it still just might be this guy late. But this town just doesn't have the neighbors in this matchup. Nobody wants this hex. So that maybe is a big mistake for me. You were hoping Swarmblades went the power tile to secure double dig. That's good. You like that better, Mr. Fickles? I do too. Thinking about it more, I'm first seat here. I'm supposed to start here, dig this, and then just put my sanctuary down over here. The leech is pretty similar, ultimately, this game. It's a little less than here, but it's okay. And then yeah, this probably does go better. I could just do sanctuary into temple stuff, and then I'm a lot better positioned to hit the round 4 trading post event. And that was a lot of what went wrong with my game here, probably. I mean, what I did also like meant a lot of early worker production, which is great, especially for hitting 15 network though. But oh well. You were worried I was going west and center. I debated it. I didn't sanctuary till round 3 anyway. Maybe Danny Sandstorm's my blue though. Well, that's true. Danny could hit this with a sandstorm, but then there's still just this eventually. I mean, this is not that tough for Darklings to get. Like, it slows me down a little, but in that scenario, you don't think you can 3-town, but you still put up a good game? Yeah, I mean, you might be able to 3-town. It just involves a bridge down here, right? Like, if I start here, you probably still get this town. It just costs you a bridge. But then you also annoy witches or swarmlings or something, too. It's great. It's like, again, the butterfly effects of these matchups are so crazy, and I just don't think I regret my bid too much. I guess I do. Like, the real question is, how much were you destined to have a monster game here? Were you always going to have this, like, stronghold town temple line? The answer is probably yes, I guess. You either are starting big building or worker power, so regardless, you can open stronghold and 1 dwelling. You did get to open stronghold 2 dwelling, but I don't know. It's more awkward with witches and swarmlings being close to south. Yeah, Darklings for 26 is never wrong. Is Darklings a stronghold bad? Darkling stronghold's iffy. There's some games it works, but you have to have a lot of worker production and then manage to get coins somehow. It usually means you're getting a good amount of leech, and it probably means you have like Fire 1 or cult coins or some stuff coming in. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're right. Like, whatever. I bid 26 for Darklings. Like, it just can't be that bad at all. But I mean, there's not a lot of pass tiles in this game, so there's not a lot of pass points, which is a problem for me. Although, I mean, I did get the short end of the pass point game. But the round scoring, I probably have to hit this round scoring a little better is the other, like, big lesson kind of, though. There has to be a way to do better than this, but Nomad's stronghold line was so good with the scored well on pass. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is pretty nuts, right? Nomad's managed to get 20 points on the pass. Like, how Swarmling's got only 8 pass points is another thing we should dissect about Ondas's, like, bad/failed game. But, I mean, we don't have to hit on Ondas too much more. I also paid an insane amount of point for Leech this game. I paid a lot for my Leech. Did I actually get significantly more Leech than everybody, or did I just have expensive-ass Leech? I just had expensive Leech, which is another problem. The Nomads and Witches just had better Leech position than I did. I just had too many big structures. Right. But, oh well. I did take a 5 for 4. I mean, I paid for that, but I think I had to. But you got lucky at the end. JDI should have 5-power Priested at the end to stall you. Yeah, that's a good point, too. JDI is supposed to have the pass tile, not you. So that's a big shift in the game, too. I also maybe was supposed to try to have a longer round and stall all of you out. I mean, that's one potential mistake I made. I had to pass on to the spade, which the spade did help guarantee these towns, so maybe it was okay, but like I'm probably supposed to try to make sure I get the trading post tile here, but whatever. I don't think Danny did have enough after the fourth trading post, but I'd have to go back and watch. I wasn't watching that closely. Anyhow, ultimately, thanks for the other players in this game. They also played at an hour and a half pace. So, I mean, they played, like, I'm only at an hour and a half on the stream. Like, they played fast. I did the classic half-hour game while I'm streaming, so apologies. But Deep Finesse won a game this morning up to 1754 as it comes up there. I've fallen to 1688. Given that I leave for vacation in 2 weeks from today, and then I'm on a 3-week vacation, I think I'm going to officially declare this the end of my arena run this season. I'm a little sad that I'm not even going to be top 10, but my recent run is just rough, and now that the queuing is purposely trying to throw you against better players, I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough to compete this arena season for me at this point. I mean, it's not impossible, but I have to increasingly get on a luckier run or play better. I mean, playing better. Like this game, I don't really regret losing. I totally missed the Stronghold Nomads line, and as I just went in hindsight, I probably put myself at the wrong starting hex. I'm probably supposed to just let myself start over right in the center is probably better this one to make sure I have neighbors in this color wheel. So I made some mistakes in that color matchup, but anyhow, regardless, I think I might go back to grinding Agricola because I've been having a lot of fun with grinding Agricola lately. Now the downside is I played against Chris Ho last night and got a second place. And Chris Ho is not rated at all what he should be, so that was a dumb game for me to join. Because I lost some of the rating I was able to grind to yesterday. Bubble's still pretty untouchable, but I think I could get to second, so. Anyway, yeah, thanks for the interesting game, Danny. I mean, very glad you played the line you did, because I also love me Stronghold Nomads game plans. I love, like, delaying temples with them and just trying to score other ways. And you did some really fun stuff. I also love just trying to get towns with nomads. Going for the whole 3 town stuff is nice, but the game did admittedly play/break well for you. So, and you just played it very well. You navigated that beautifully. So, well done. Anyhow, homage to Big Econ. I mean, Big Econ is I mean, a lot of experts are increasingly kind of playing the Econ game plans, and I get why, right? Like, I think Econ just wins these games a lot. So the Earth One situation was so funny. Oh yeah, that's true. I laughed at you so hard though. Like, thank you for that moment, because when you were chatting and like we're talking like you got Earth One blocked, I'm like, wait, what? Like, does he think he got Earth One blocked? I'm like, I had to find out. And then when you started like talking like you didn't realize there were copies of Earth One, God, that brought me such joy. I was just like, oh my God, like Danny B thinks Swarmling's Earth One blocked him, and he totally just didn't take it. You generally think Fire One was better? Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing, right? Fire One might have actually just been better for you anyhow. Like, you used all those resources, and so like even a mid game Fire One was fine for you, but very funny. Like, it was very funny that you you just were sitting there in chat talking about how you got Earth One blocked, and it's just sitting there available still. Oh, good times. Was the coin from Earth the reason he won, or for Fire One? Was the coins from Fire One? I mean, here's the thing. I don't think that decision actually mattered much in terms of who won that game, right? Like, he gets a lot more Earth One points if he takes Earth One there, and maybe instead of taking a Priest Town at the end, he has to take a stupid 6 power or 8 power town. Like, I suspect the difference between Fire One and Earth One in round 3 for Danny was not much, right? Like I don't think that decision is why he won in any which way. Fire one is maybe better, but if it's better, it's like just a handful of victory points. It's very small. So yeah, I don't think it mattered much. And look, Danny B, we've all made errors, so like it's totally fine. Like we've all had those moments of just being like, oh wait, what? That happened? I missed that. Like oh shit. Like it was just really good when you wrote that in chat though. I was just chuckling. I'm like, does he not see that there's an Earth one sitting there in the supply? Apparently he does not. But yeah. Anyhow, fire one into fire two, one you fire. Oh, so that's part of the advantage of taking fire. That's true. That's a good point. It saved you from having to send a priest to fire to close it out. Uh, yeah, that's reasonable too. That advantage on fire. Although if you had another step on the earth track, does that help you get more points? I don't know. Whatever. It's hard to evaluate exactly. Again, I like sometimes I think we do focus like early games. Sometimes we focus on like, oh, did that player take Earth one or take an econ favor? I think a lot of times Earth one versus the econ favor is so close that I think a lot of times we focus on discussing things that don't really matter and we miss the stuff that does sometimes. Like, I still don't think you taking Fire 1 versus Earth 1 amounts to much. Like, your win that game is a lot more other reasons. It's largely the line you saw, right? Like, it's a combination of you hit the pass tiles very well, like, the timing on everything worked well, and it's a combination of your just general game plan was excellent. Like, the stronghold into town, into temple line is really good, and I totally missed it while bidding, and that's one of my big regrets there. But anyhow, I think I'm going to end the stream, partly because I think I may play an Agricola this morning, although it's not filling, so I might just go do some other things for a bit. But even if I do wind up streaming in Agricola, I am going to restart the stream just because it makes it a lot easier for me to upload to YouTube, because I prefer to do no video editing and just upload these straight to YouTube without me doing a single thing. And so having Twitch cut them into two separate videos is way easier for me. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyhow, I'm going to basically head off here. Yeah, I'm a pro editor, correct? No, I enjoy streaming and I don't mind throwing them on YouTube for the masses to enjoy them more later because people seem to appreciate it. But I find the whole behind the scenes work of streaming and setting stuff up and uploading to YouTube and doing all that stuff to be a massive pain. I hate it. I don't want to do any of it. If I did more and better of it, I probably could get more followers or look more professional or all. That feels like work to me. So I don't like to create work for myself. So yeah, not gonna create work for myself. You mostly catch live. Yeah, that's cool. But it's fun to have uploads too. So yeah. But yeah, this game's not feeling that fast anyhow. So I'm gonna head off. I might be back pretty shortly if I get an Agricola game. And otherwise, I probably will still stream an Agricola at some point this morning. And then over the next 2 weeks, I think I'll stream a decent amount of Agricola. I think I am going to start an Agricola series, the grind for number 2. Because I'm having a lot of fun with Agricola. And Terra Mystic I'm having fun with, but honestly, fighting for the arena crown is starting to feel a little like work for me. It's like, oh, I feel like I have to try to contest this arena season because I have a chance. I feel like I basically don't have a chance anymore. And the fact that it's starting to feel like work is all great reasons for me to cut that out and just play Terra Mystica for fun when I want to now. So that's what I will do. And in the meantime, I will disappear. Do you watch Bubble yesterday? He's good. He played all 100s and got +2 at the end. Yeah, for the record, Bubble is crazy. I've watched Bubble's replays. Bubble is very good. A lot of the other top Agricola players, I'm not claiming that they're not good. They're obviously good. But I watch their games and I think they have weaknesses still. I think they make mistakes. Like a lot of these players, like I've played this guy a couple times and I tend to beat him. Like I can beat a lot of these guys. Bubble, I think Bubble is potentially better than me, or at the very least, he's essentially my clone. Like he's as good as I am. So I don't really regret that Bubble's number 1. I think he deserves it. So You think me and Lumen are comparable or better than all or most of them? Yeah, I would very much agree. Bubble is the only one where I'm like, I think he really gets the game at that high of a level. All most of the other top players right now, I just don't think like me or Lumen have played enough. Some of the other players that are much further down the rankings, I also just know from play Agricola, and they're just not grinding, which is totally fair. Like, why play a ton of games on a card set you don't love? But Tepembo is very good. Fofo is very good. Marushka is very good. There are a lot of Play Agricola people. I know Lumen is obviously very good, also a Play Agricola guy that I've played a lot of games with. We have another Agricola server of just kind of like a lot of really high level Agricola players that we hang out in. Turabar is in there. He's very good. CS is also, I don't know where he's down anymore, but he's very good. And then Gray. Gray is another like really good Agricola player. So all of those people probably should be like up there compared to where they currently are, and a lot of the other players should probably be down. But early rankings are obviously a lot of who's played a bunch too. So you've given me more blabber material. Yeah, I really need to stop because now the end of my Terra Mystica video is all Agricola anyhow. This game's not feeling fast. I will truly head off. Thanks all. It's been great. It's fun to have everybody chatting, have the support. Had a lot of fun recently. I'll see you all around a little bit for some games. But I'm going to head off for a bit. Maybe get a little breakfast, see if this game fills. Maybe have to go join this game instead. But I potentially will be back shortly, or I'll be back in a bit. But I'll get one Agricola game in this morning at least. But going to disappear for a bit. See ya.